Hello and welcome. My name is Dawn Rapsas and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We are already on day 4 of my virtual mystery hostess workshop. It is so much fun, and thank you girls for all the really nice comments and emails about my pajamas. I have lots of cute ones to share with you, and actually I'm wearing today one of my favorite pair. I got these at the Stampin' Up! Convention for Dream Big when we were out in Denver, and wow, what a great convention that was. Fantastic. So anyway, today we're going to do some more fun stamping, so come on, meet me in my stamping studio. As you can see, this is a copy of the Stampin' Up! Idea Book and Catalog. So many of you have emailed me to ask me if I could give you a copy, and I would love to give you a copy of the catalog. If you'd like a copy, you need to go to my website, and you need to sign up for my mailing list, and you need to put a comment in there that you would like to receive a catalog, and I will be happy to give you the information on how you go about doing that. There's nothing like having the catalog right in your hands. Alrighty, so I have a lot of great stuff to show to you tonight. Very excited about that. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to show you is, I want to show you some random stamping. Okay, and random stamping, oops, okay, let me just grab this right here. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece of cardstock right here, and we're just going to do a little random stamping. And sometimes what seems like common sense may not be that common. So I just want to make sure that everybody out there is understanding, when I talk about do some random stamping, exactly what it is that you need to do and how you go about doing that. Okay, so here we go. When you random stamp, I'm using right now the stamp set called Snow Swirled, and there's 3 snowflakes in there, so this is the perfect set to do that with. And I'm using 3 in colors. I am using Pacific Point, Baja Breeze, and Riding Hood Red. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, this is the way that you open a Stampin' Up! Stamp pad. You push it away from you, you pull it towards you, and then you push it back. Okay, so there you go. So I'm using Pacific Point, Baja Breeze, and Riding Hood Red. So when you're doing random stamping, what you want to do is you want to start with the largest stamp. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to ink it up with this largest one, and we're going to stamp it. And you always want to stamp on and off. And you want to start with the largest stamp first. Then you move on to the medium-sized stamp. And this way, you'll have room to put the little stamp in there. Alright, and then we're going to ink the little one up with the Riding Hood Red. So we're just doing a little random stamping here. Okay, and you want to make sure you get off the edges, and there you go. And there's some random stamping. So if you just remember, you're going to go from large to medium to small, then you'll be okay. Alright, and don't try to crowd them in too much, because I think that's a mistake that a lot of people do make when they do some random stamping. Alright, so okay, I want to apologize for that little break in the action there. This is so funny because when I film these videos, I am all by myself. So when I drop something, or the camera goes off, or the telephone rings, it's all me. So anyway, sorry about that. Let's get back to the presentation here. So when I'm going to show you Dazzling Diamonds and Heat and Stick, and we're using this word stamp, and it says thanks, and it's in bold image. And when you're doing this technique, if you're going to be using words, you definitely want to use words that are bold image. And the name of this stamp set is Thanks for Everything, and there's a bunch of fun words in there, and you'll find that in the catalog as well. Alright, so let's get started. We have been going over and over and over how important it is to use that Stamp-A-Majig. So what I want to do is, we'll flip this over, and we're going to use the Stamp-A-Majig again because I want to get that word thanks right down to the very bottom. Okay, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. So I'm going to ink this up really good. Now the Versamark is kind of a sticky pad, so you just want to make sure that you really get it inked up well on there. So I am going to get this down below on the bottom. Let me just move this up because I'm not sure if the camera's really getting that or not. So I'm going to get that pretty close to the bottom there, and then put my right angle there. Okay, I'm going to take this away. I'm going to stamp the word thanks. You may see a little bit shadow of the word thanks because of the Versamark. Okay, so to clear. Now I'm going to take this powder right here. It's called heat and stick powder, and I'm just going to dip it in here so you will be able to see that it's going to go right on there. Hopefully this comes up on the camera right there. I see a little speck on here that I'm not happy about. I'm just going to take that off. Okay. Okay. So I think that comes out okay on the camera. I'm just going to hit it one more time there. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take my heat gun. Excuse my reach here. And I'm going to take my heat gun, and we're going to heat this up. And we're going to heat it just until it starts to get shiny, and that means that it's starting to get sticky. Okay, can you see that? I hope that's coming out okay on camera. You can see that. And you got to watch out because this heat gun gets hot, hot, hot. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the Dazzling Diamonds. Now, I have a huge thing of Dazzling Diamonds here, obviously, because I'm a demonstrator and I use Dazzling Diamonds and I travel with them a lot. So I have a little tip for you. I have them in a container that has this 4-locking lid because from experience, my Dazzling Diamonds have gone all over. The other thing I did, which is kind of fun, is I took this little sampling spoon from like the ice cream shop, and I took a chopstick and I taped it to the little spoon. So it rests right on the edge there, and then this way I'm not getting Dazzling Diamonds all over my hands every time that I'm going to reach right in there. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Dazzling Diamonds, I'm going to sprinkle that over that very generously, tap that off so you can see it's pretty shiny there. Hopefully you can see that on camera. Oh, and two, by the way, I just wanted to mention, I think before when I did my opening, that I think that I said that these jams that I have on I got in Denver, and that's not right. I got these jams in Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake City, we had a fabulous time. Denver was a different convention, and it was a whole different thing. But, yeah, I got these in Salt Lake City. So, anyway, I wanted to clear that up. All right, so I'm going to heat this up now. Just heat it up like for 1 second on each thing, each little letter. Okay, and there you can see it. I'm really hoping that this is coming up good on the camera so you can go ahead and see. Maybe if I put my black paper down, that might be better. Maybe that's better. Okay, so you can see that that's really, really shiny, shimmery. Alright, and what I did was I used the Big Shot and I made some shimmery snowflakes. So that's kind of pretty, you're thinking, right? And so this came out of this. I did the whole sheet in Dazzling Diamonds. Alright? So let me just show you a card that I made using the Dazzling Diamonds and the heat and stick powder. And this is a really pretty card. I used the Big Shot, and you can see that I used our little rhinestone in there as well. So I just think that's really pretty. So I'll probably be submitting this to some kind of contest somewhere. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. And then here's another heat and stick Dazzling Diamond little thing that I've done. These are little name tags that I usually give these out at like Stampin' Up events to my friends. So there's 5,000 women all have the same bag. So anyway, you need your name on your bag, so I made those. And then for the kids, this year I made one for Brielle for her Halloween bag, and that's little go-go boots for the Big Shot, that alphabet. And then I made one for my son. And then, because I don't want to make his too girly, and then I made one for Danielle. So I had to do her name straight because it just fit. You can see I just squeaked it in there. So anyway, that's that little thing. And then the other thing that I want to show you is, here's another project that I did. I hope this comes out on camera, but you know you're going to be getting the photos of it anyway. So this is another banner that I did that says snow. So you can see that I did some random stamping here. I also did some Dazzling Diamonds here and there. And then I used my Big Shot, the serif alphabet, and I punched out the word snow, and I added the Dazzling Diamonds on that with the heat and stick. This is textured Pacific Blue, textured Baja Breeze, and then of course this is the red striped gingham. So isn't that cute? And I know you're just so dying to find out how I made this little frame with the Big Shot. And guess what? I'm going to show you, but you're going to have to come back tomorrow and see me again. So anyway, I hope that you're working on those wish lists for the Mystery Hostess, and it's really exciting. The orders are coming in, and everybody's ordering a lot of great stuff, and I cannot wait to be able to give away so many fabulous prizes at the end, and the finale is going to be grand for sure. So anyway, enjoy these projects, and I'll see you tomorrow.